Hey, Eddie from the Batcave here. How's everyone doing this week? I'm going to show you my pools. Since I don't have that much, I got a book and review to show you. But first, this week we had lost a community member in the comic book world, Papa Willie. He passed away earlier this week. I knew him through the chats, and sometimes he's a guest on one of the live feeds. That's, if you're watching YouTube, he's over there. Again, we're sorry to hear about that. I offer my prayers to his family. Pop, rest in peace. Okay. Now this weekend, Saturday, Brick House Comics is having their show Saturday out in Meriden, Connecticut. Now, if you're bored on Valentine's Day and you want to spice it up with your honey, bring her down to the comic book show out in Meriden, Connecticut, Brick House Comic on Meriden, Connecticut, like I just said, on Colony Street. Talk to James. He will wheel and deal with you. He's a good guy. Again, that's Brick House Comics this Saturday. Now, the week after, February 22nd, is East of the River Comic-Con, Comic and Collectible Show. 2 floors of vendors. That's another good place to be. And so hopefully I get to that one. But that's a fun time there. That's where I bought my Marvel Team Up #1. But that's a good place. Check it out. All right. First off, The Phantom, #5. There's a conclusion of a 5-part series. I read it before I came out. It was good. I felt that the action was kind of rushed, but there were some scenes in there about the kids was great. Okay, and there's another title coming out in April, but it was a good run. I enjoyed it. Phantom's one of the original heroes. All right, okay. New series that came out from Marvel, Shadows of Tomorrow, Cyclops, #1. Now I bought this it's a nice cover, basically a cover by. I read it. It wasn't that bad. He's lost in the jungle. His plane got shut down. The new Reavers are going in place here, but his visor broke. What's going to happen? You tell me. Story wasn't that bad. I'll buy issue #2 to see where it goes. But look at the cover. Nice cover. Of course, my opinion. So it wasn't a bad story. If you have nothing to pick up, check it out. Knife Fight 4 just came out last week. Check out that cover. I had to call Carl, my local LCS, and like with typical DC, they didn't have the original cover, but with the variant, you get the original with it. Read this before I came out. It was nice. I really enjoyed it. Damian improved Gotham. Batman has a grandson in there. Family all grown up, but this is an alternate universe. Okay, I have not read this the Knockout series at all. Only that one issue. But when I saw the cover with, Batman being a grandfather, how does that work? And Damian the father, and how Gotham is clean and stuff. So it was a good story. Really nice story. Almost heartwarming. All right? Okay, that was that. The Fight Continues, Transformer #29. And the last story, The Amazing Spider-Man Torn. Issue 4 was okay. All right, so that's that. Okay, book and review. This I bought a while back. I don't know if it was Ollie's or Midtown. I got it for real cheap. It's called the All-Star Comics. Okay, I'm gonna have to take out my glasses. I can't read with my glasses on. Because I'm being stubborn. I didn't want to wear the, get progressive, All right, so this was a good story here. And if you like old classic, this would be the book to get, because you'll get, in this here, you get 20 timeless classics. In the book, I found the original Green Lantern could go through walls with his power ring, right? Johnny Thunder is in here, but he didn't have the genie. He had like a lightning bolt that comes out when he says, "Say you." The genie wasn't present in this book. Also, the character's called Red, White, and Blue. Okay? Red, White, and Blue. Here's the Sandman. They work for the government. And you have Gary Concord, year 2240. He was the guardian of the nation. I don't know if I could find him in here. But these are stuff that I did not know about. I'm going to show you some of the artwork. All right. And you got, I think this is Branson. Something Branson in here. And you have the Hour Man in here, which was known as TikTok Taylor, Spectre, and the Flash, which I did not know on this book. Gardner Fox, we all knew that he was part of the Flash. Jerry Siegel and Bill Finger was doing the writing on some of this. I think with the Spectre. Jerry Siegel did that. And Bill Finger did one of the other, which I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, that. Here's that Gary Condor Commando thing. So this book was pretty good. It brought you back, and also they have like a little mini stories in here, like a write-up where not a comic, but it's just a art, a writing. Hawkman. So this was pretty good. It was a nostalgia thing, that's why I got it. And in here at that time you can get a free comic book, okay, if you send in a coupon or whatever. So if you want to learn more about the superheroes back in the 40s and stuff like that, if you see this book, the All-Star Comic Archives Volume 0, and if it's cheap, pick it up. You won't be disappointed. Brought me back in the days reading this kind of stories where everything was simple, you know, not as complex as today's storyline. Good guys fight, bad guys lose, you know. Here's Our Man. But it was good. I consider it part of history because the way that they brought in stuff, and then you realize, like Johnny Thunder, that Genie was never there for some reason or another. Came in after, I think. But good book. If you see it, you won't be disappointed. That's all I have for you guys. Anything you want to talk about, you give me a holler. You let me know. As always from the Batcave, this is Eddie Nieves. See ya.